Let's face it, humans love discovery. We've mapped every ocean, crossed every continent, and even sent a robot to Mars. But beneath our feet, there's still a hidden world we barely understand. Caves. These massive, ancient, and sometimes terrifying underground labyrinths are some of Earth's last unexplored frontiers. Right now, as you scroll through your phone or commute to work, there's probably a cave system not far from where you are. Yet only about 10% of the caves on Earth have been fully explored. The rest, they remain a complete mystery. What makes caves so fascinating, and honestly a little unnerving, is how close they are to us, and yet how completely removed they feel. They're hidden worlds, time capsules of the past, and places humans were never really meant to go. And yet, we do. For tens of thousands of years, humans have ventured into caves, not just for shelter or protection, but for something deeper, something sacred. Caves were places of ritual, art, or even death. Take Chauvet Cave in France, for example. Over 30,000 years ago, humans painted its walls with animals. Bison, lions, and even woolly rhinos. Creatures these people lived alongside, hunted, and revered. But here's the eerie part. These paintings aren't near the entrance. They're deep inside the cave, almost a mile from sunlight. To create them, early humans would have traveled with flickering torches through pitch-black tunnels past stalactites and jagged rocks just to paint. Imagine walking in total darkness with nothing but a torch to guide you, the damp air heavy in your lungs. You hear every drop of water, hear every echo of your movement. And yet, these people didn't just visit. They painted, they stayed, for hours, maybe even days. And it's not just Chauvet. Across the world we find similar ancient paintings. Some of the caves in Indonesia have handprints dating over 40,000 years. These caves weren't just homes, they were portals to another world. And then there are caves so massive, they feel like entire worlds unto themselves. Enter Doong Cave in Vietnam, the largest known cave on Earth. It's so big, it has its own jungle, its own weather, its own ecosystem. For centuries, no one even knew it existed. The entrance, hidden deep in the jungle, was avoided by locals, who thought the sound of rushing wind was that of a ghost. It wasn't until 1991 that a farmer accidentally stumbled upon it. I mean, think about that. Not even 40 years ago, we didn't even know that the world's largest cave even existed. And even after its discovery, it's taken years for people to fully explore it. Doong stretches over 3 miles long, with chambers so large that could fit entire skyscrapers. Inside, explorers have found fossils millions of years old, untouched forests, and even river systems that have never seen sunlight. But here's the thing, this place is still not even fully explored. There are chambers we still haven't reached yet, parts of the cave that remain completely off limits due to flooding, narrow passages, and even just the sheer scale of its geography. What might be hiding in those untouched spaces? Cave exploration isn't just a far-off relic of the past. It's happening now. Expeditions continue every year, inching deeper into the unknown. If Doong represents size, then Veryovkina Cave in Georgia represents depth. This is the deepest known cave on Earth, stretching over 7,200 feet into the ground. That's over a mile into the Earth. The entrance to Veryovkina isn't just hard to explore, it's hard to even find. It's located in the Arabica Massif, a remote and rugged mountain range where just getting into the cave is an expedition in itself. Inside, explorers face a brutal descent. Freezing temperatures, narrow passages, and vertical drops make every step treacherous. The cave is so vast and untouched that in 2018, explorers stumbled upon a human skeleton at a depth of 3,400 feet. It belonged to a diver who had been lost for years, perfectly preserved in the cold, dry conditions. Picture this: you're miles away from the surface, completely reliant on your gear, with no easy way out. One wrong step and you're stuck in the darkness, possibly forever. For those who descend into Veryovkina, it's as much about conquering fear as it is about discovery. Veryovkina reminds us just how much of Earth remains unexplored. And maybe, just maybe, some places are better left alone. Caves aren't just geological formations. They are hidden stories. Stories of the past, of human curiosity, and of the limits that we're willing to push ourselves in search of the unknown. Whether it's the untouched chambers of Doong, the ancient paintings of Chauvet, or the dizzying depths of Veryovkina, one thing is clear: caves aren't just holes in the ground. They're windows into a world we're still trying to understand.